Just fucking around and shit, pretty much.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude, like how it came so far and it got so convoluted from what it originally was. At least I know with me it's crazy. I know probably the same with Ross too.
Yeah.
Just
it evolves.
Yeah, like orbited in like different circles, but in the same.
It's the true crime people, which it's fine. It's like anything. We just start weeding them out, and eventually.
I think what you're trying to do is, Ross, you had realized that it's a talk over here was kind of half shitty people and a community that wasn't growing. So you had to reach out into that community, right? Is that accurate?
No, I just landed in it.
Right, it naturally happened. But
like when true crime happened, I was working a lot at the time, and I wasn't even on like the original streams for like 2 months.
I went from trolling Owen Benjamin, making him rage quit, to fucking with Merge, making Merge pissed, to somehow meeting Bleachy like a year ago. And I've known about you for like a year, but I never came over here because, you know, I didn't want to be like disloyal to my boy Matt and shit like that, but it doesn't matter.
Which is gay, because right now you're over here, and if you went to Brook Bar, I wouldn't be like, why is he over at Brook Bar?
Yeah, it'd be all fucking...
Do whatever the fuck you want to do.
I don't know. You see, I was actually trying to be like kind of half a troll, half be Matt's friend half of the time. Right, I was trying to be like a troll half the time and his friend half the time, and it's hard with him.
Yeah, it's weird to gauge him sometimes, you know.
I don't even know if he's being a troll or he's like, because he'll be like, David Walsh, I thought you were my friend, and I'm like, oh great, now he's making me feel bad.
He's quick. What happens is he says stupid things without thinking, which is his real feelings, and then he'll quickly backpedal on it and just play it off as like, you know, I just stream for fun, bro. I'm just here to chill, like.
Everybody relax. You're all acting like
he's a little kid. It's a little kid.
He does get seriously butthurt.
He's a little kid that would be like, hey, dude, I got the new fucking Nintendo. Come on over. And then when you get there, he's like, no, you can't play it.
Yeah.
You just watch me play it.
He's like, no, me and my other friends were here first, so you have to go home.
Dave, you gonna answer this question? Ask David if he's making the Manslave prequels like Manslave 5, etc.
I did Manslave 1, 2, and 3, and you know why I did them, Ross? For a few people that really are butthurt about this Mersh guy, I'm like, okay, fine, I'll make Manslave videos for you guys.
Because they're embarrassed.
These people, do you know how many fake Dave Walsh accounts there are?
That's who Dave it is, Walsh, a fake David Walsh.
There are so many merch haters that they all have fake David Walsh accounts, and they come on my channel. All my comments on my videos are all other David Walshers.
An alternate reality connecting.
It's crazy.
Ass bitch. And I'm going to get that mini goo-goo. I'm going to get that Bigfoot ass bitch, and I'm going to bend her over, and I'm going to put it in. I'm going to leave a baby in there, and I'm going to make you raise it. How you feel about that? How you feel about raising my kids, Sam?
You know, Bob Dylan named Robert Zimmerman was born in 1941. Man, he's 78. Nearly, I think he's older than Don A, but it might be close. Anyway, Bob Dylan won the Nobel Prize in 2016, and I'd like to do some verses, and Ian can shut the fuck up and think of some funny stuff. I'll be done in a couple minutes.
For someone to tell you
gonna let me go in?
No, because I have to tell you the truth. Bob Dylan is shit.
Why?
He's garbage. He's a hack. He stole his best stuff from black people. He doesn't have an original thought. He's not actually deep. He's what you call an out of it, who has been riding this pretentious horseshit for 40 years, but he hasn't been relevant. He hasn't had an innovative or dangerous idea in 60 years. This is your go-to?
What are the new ideas, Ian? Do you know there's only new ideas in physics? There's not new ideas in art. So, what are the new ideas?
The new idea is that you are all eternal beings made out of light. That is the new idea, that your emotions don't have to control you, that you can have power over them. Is that Jay?
Okay, I get it, man. You think that's an idea? The Greeks talked about that. Come on, Ian. Don't play smart. Your IQ, let me think. I give you an IQ about 119.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right, well, go ahead and
That's
read
A
your
below J, Ian.
go ahead and read your hack Bob Dylan poetry lines, and then I'll break it down for you.
Okay. By the way, who didn't take music from the black experience? We all integrate stuff. Duh. But he posed words in such a way that the world overdug it. Man, they're still talking about Bob Dylan.
It?
Who? People
Bob
aren't
Dylan
talking about Ian Ellis.
songs in.
Anyway, I want to do this, and you're going to say, well, his voice isn't good, and chat. If I'm bad, let you take the idea that, gee, if he can be bad, maybe I'll try to draw out some jokes. Because a good chat jokes, man, and that's what I want this chat to do. If you're listening, start to joke. That's fun, man. Okay, I'll get on with Dylan, but I want to talk about chat too before I go back to the Toad comic. By the way, Toad Comic, thank you so much for coming tonight.
He knows how comedy works.
I respect the chat. Well, they'll stone you when you're trying to be so good. They'll stone you just like they said they would. They'll stone you when you're trying to go home. And they'll stone you when you're there all alone. But I would not feel so all alone. Everybody must get stoned. Well, they'll stone you when you're walking on the street. They'll stone you when you're trying to keep your seat. They'll stone you when you're walking on the floor. They'll stone you when you're walking to the door. But I would not feel so all alone. Righteous J must get stoned. They'll stone you when
always was, and people would say,
And older men like that.
you got Hollywood and be in the movies, and I got conceited, and
Well, he's sticking to the story, though.
Sam's dad raped him with Crisco.
Yeah. But I didn't think it out, and I talked about this before. Yeah, you know, people we love sometimes, maybe they get really, really bad, and they do something like hit you, and then they feel bad when they're sober. And my dad was like that too. And it's not that we're in complete denial, but we want
I want to play
believe
that
so much.
back.
So they'll be better, right? My dad was like that too. My dad was like that too. My dad was like that too.
We need to make that into a music track.
My dad was like that too. And it's not that we're in complete denial, but we want to believe so much.
Homo Sam.
They'll be better.
My dad was like that, too.
There we go.
And even when he was bad, he was my father. It's complex, but
Too bad they didn't have
it's
Narconon.
being painted on the way.
They didn't have Narconon back in that day, did they, Sammy? Too bad they didn't have that.
Good one.
Before 1920, so yeah, Sam Hill is too old.
And even when he was bad, he was my father. It's complex.
Yeah,
but,
so complex.
But I think some of it had to do with at 16, I grew really confident. I spurted up and I was physically able to take on my father. And
Billy
I
Badass,
really
Rogers Hill,
because
Sam Hill.
when a guy is kind of respectful, even fearful, his body language is different.
Ian.
He's like an Andrew Santino, but he still got furious at the idea of trashing Rogan or teasing any comedian because it's bad for the money.
So basically, all the other comedians that were there were kind of wearing like costumes, like they were all dressed up like pro wrestlers.
Well,
Like you got Lewis had the fucking 80s porn star look, and then Zach Amico looks like a CKY character, and then Andrew Santino's cousin was there, dressed up as a homosexual.
Well, we called him out too because if you made one joke about one guy like Scott, then Zach would be like, "Oh, well, look at you," and we were like, "Why are you fucking white knighting for him? He can't handle himself." Zach was in Zach. I like him, but he was an easy mark. He shut right the fuck up.
we tried
He had
several
nothing.
times to get them to like relax and just get into a flow of ball breaking, and they were so uptight that they were like having panic attacks and trying to shut down the conversation. Ross called it. Ross was like, "Why is this show a bunch of holes?"
He was being a hole at that time.
I wish you guys gave me a Zoom number. I will come in.
They were talking about, yeah, sometimes we make fun of people and then we just feel so bad later. Fucking queers.
Well, they repeatedly said to us, "This is all just an act. We don't care about anything we do. We're complete and utter frauds." And we're like, "Why are you confessing? We didn't even tell you that that's what you were."
Lewis would be here right now if it wasn't for his gay ass friends. He absolutely was. He was like, "Should I? Should I?"
Yeah.
So basically, it was just a bunch of comedians trying to not talk mean about other people. Kind of like how Ian was insinuating Lewis was, because Lewis was very defensive when he was here at the idea that he might hold his tongue or mince words. But it seems like that's all they did over there.
Doggy. You don't understand the money, doggy.
Yeah, they don't want to get in any fights over there. We call them out because it's the real ass podcast, and there's nothing real about it. They don't. And
Lewis explicitly tells us that he's not real. He emphasizes the point. And what shocked me was these other two guys. We were just picking on Lewis, and these other two guys, like Ross said, were white knighting, and they got like furious at the fact that we would come on there, and they were just calling us like trash TV and trolls, and like, "Here's your chance, here's your big chance, you retard, you failed, nobody likes you. Who would ever be interested in a fight? Why can't you just be nice?"
No more, it ain't no lie. I wanna see you out that door, beta, bye. Don't wanna be a fool for you. No, just another player in the game for two, man. It might sound crazy, it ain't no lie. See, bye. I don't really wanna make it rough. I just wanna tell you that I had enough. And it might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. See, bye. So take care of yourself. Everything's good. The real busters are right here, baby. We got your back whenever you need it. We got your front whenever you need it. But until then, baby, I don't want to be a fool in that game. For you, baby, go on. Listen, I don't want to make it tough, but we've had enough. No, man, listen. I don't want to be a fool, just another player in your game too. Just leave me on the screen, what does that mean? It makes me mad, baby, bye. I'm not Atlas, I can't lift it all up for everybody, man. I just give up, I hit on the exit button in my screen, on screen there, baby. Bye. You're the real pro. Good night, doctor. I've got the virus, and I ain't talking Sirius XM. Opie and Anthony know wow, baby.
Is it gay that I have a boner right now?
Yeah, it is.
Right. Just checking.
And that's how we like it. We like it gay. You know what I mean? We like it rough. Because that's what the Legion of Skanks do. That's what Louis Gomez does. Gomez Adams and his weird Adams family. You know what I mean? That's what they do. And if that's what they do, isn't that what we do, Rossi? Because, hey, isn't that what comedy's about? Sharing bits with each other, taking from each other, regurgitating, and then claiming it as your own? Because that's what I think it's about. I know that's what Louis Gomez... What?
No, that don't sound right.
But I thought that's what all the best do.
That's the Guatemalan rattlesnake.
Oh,
don't trust them.
I see. You don't trust. You don't trust. You don't trust.
Never trust a snake.
Never trust a snake.
Except Belland.
No,
Belland's okay.
He's proven his worth. That is right. He's proven that he can bow down and submit. But you got guys like that guy. I don't want to go crazy and insult your new boss, Rossi, because I know you're going to leave us. Hollywood Ross. You know.